Ladies and gentlemen, for the 955th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that lady called Lisa.
Hey.
As well as that dude called Jew.
What up, bitch?
As well as the Black Manatee.
Yeah.
Me, I am Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Happy Motherfuckers Day.
Yeah, because you had to fuck somebody's mom to be a father.
Good job.
Yeah. That pull-out game was weak that day. That made you the daddy.
That may very well have been the problem.
Men that just are sperm donors do not get wished a happy Father's Day. If you got wished a happy Father's Day today, it's because you actually are a present and good father, and your children love you, most likely.
Probably.
Yeah, I get that, because the same thing go for them raggedy ass bitches on Mother's Day. Yeah,
I know. And those are the same bitches that post on Father's Day like, Happy Father's Day to all the mamas doing it on their own.
Bitch, please.
Like, sit down. You getting child support. I'm just playing.
You can't raise
Sometimes.
They are. A lot of them are.
Sometimes. Not all the time.
The shit that gets me with that part is like, man, you can't raise a boy to be a man by yourself.
That's how I feel about it.
Women cannot raise that boy. You can raise that boy to be a decent person, but
right.
You can't raise him and teach him the man things he needs to know as a man.
You need like Chuck Norris in your life for that, or somebody. You know.
You need a good,
big strong neighbor. If you don't have like baby daddy hanging out,
a coach, teacher, whatever, a decent role model. You know what I mean? But
women notoriously try to raise men on our own. Like,
yeah, they fuck them up.
We do it in relationships. We do it in motherhood. We do it in like my situation, my place of work, like trying to raise men to be fucking good employees or good boyfriends or good whatevers. It's difficult though, because like it makes women more in touch with their masculine side, which is not the best side for a woman to always be. Like, it's not where we feel safest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like.
But at the same time, you can't take that responsibility on. You know what I mean? That man or boy needs to figure out his shit. Like, that's really coming into your manhood, is figuring out your own shit. Yeah, a woman can teach you your manners and fucking being
talking about emotions
and all that shit.
Yes, identifying feelings.
Shit like that. But when it comes to some
feeling,
just shit to understand, like, yo, this bitch told you no type shit and whatnot, you know, it ain't no come on boo boo, let's go get ice cream type shit. Nah.
Right.
Don't need to hear that shit. Like, nah, nigga, hey man, fuck that bitch. Go on, there's more women out here, you know what I mean? You gotta teach these motherfuckers a different mindset.
Right.
You know, you do that with your daughter when you like a guy cannot raise a girl to be a woman, because we don't know what the fuck women go through. Like when they start going through those changes, those emotions, I can't.
You can't empathize.
Exactly.
I can't identify with them.
I think it's more so just like you need like to raise like studies show, right? The most successful people are usually people whose parents are still together. And the only reason for that is it isn't because their parents got along perfectly and are wonderful. It's because they had both a feminine and a masculine example to look up to.
The fucking same number goes to the fathers, the single fathers, that kids that are raised by single fathers have the same percentage of shit like they do in a fucking
with a joint marriage.
Yep.
Like it's still together marriage.
But they say a lot.
They're just as successful.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
That study said, pull it up.
I knew you would.
I'm telling you.
As soon as he started saying it, I was like, Lisa,
pull the fuck up, because they say that fucking a lot of.
You think that single fathers?
Well, no. Think about this though. This is another real statistic. The divorce rate among gays, heterosexual couples, and lesbians lead by leaps and bounds in the percentage of divorces.
Yeah.
Because women can't get along. whether they're with a man or whether they're with a woman.
But they also, but look, and
I think that we need to bring some of our lesbian friends on the show because I think they would refute that.
I don't think they would because I think statistically they can't. This is like factual statistic I'm talking about.
Successful marriages that we know closely are our two friends.
That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. You know a good lesbian couple. Okay, great.
Back to what I was saying, but it also says.
Okay, I found the article that you're talking about.
Is it on some black Twitter page or some shit? Is it just a meme? Might be covered with just meme knowledge sometimes. You got to watch out.
Study highlights that kids from single-father homes are just as successful as kids from married parents.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Because women fuck kids up.
I don't think it's that. I think it's that women are not used to having to assume a masculine role by being providers and being disciplinarians. Let me finish. By being masculine, by being authoritative, by being disciplinarian. Those are typically like male-dominated areas of parenting, right? Women we have to get in touch with the parts of ourselves that don't exist. Whereas I think success in terms of like, are we talking about money makers or are we talking about success and happiness?
I think just success in life is what they're getting at.
So single fathers, so what is it about single dads that you just don't need that feminine
exactly,
energy?
they cut the bullshit out.
Y'all women talk too much.
Do you remember,
kids think about shit too much.
Do you remember when
shit and underthink shit?
I do agree with that to a
Single
degree.
dads will cut straight to the point.
Makes it more logical. Makes you more pragmatic. So like those kids are like.
So it's like when you face
and
the
it's a lot
problem,
more figured out. It's a lot more kind of figured out. You know what I mean?
It's like
we're gonna be like, you know,
what do you need to do to do this?
Notoriously, women do really get the fucking short end of the stick when it comes to blame. Like there are so many situations that
look, you carried him around. It's your fault.
Well, no, I don't know. But
no, I'm playing.
So many people say like there's daddy issues, right? Like everybody's got some girls got daddy issues, but like at the end of the day, when you go to therapy, like the majority of my friends who have gone to therapy for years and years and years find that their mom is the root of their issues. Not because she was shitty, but because she did something. Yeah.
Because she won't lock in on any sort of thing and be like, this is what I'm going to consistently be behind.
But it's weird because like you look at, like you think of parenting and you think of success, okay, raised by single men, just as successful as raised by both parents. Okay, cool. But like you think of like countries that have the happiest ratings, right? Like those are Finland. Their entire government, the main people making the rules and making decisions for those people are all women. If you look up a picture of Finland's government, it is almost 100% women. So it's like, okay, so successfulness, like I don't know, where do you differentiate between like that feminine energy being a detriment, but it's also a result of the happiest country in the fucking world?
It's because we have mass mental illness in this country, and the problem is that women, when they get into mental illness, have a totally different perspective on things, and that mental illness translates into children, I think, more directly when you've got like a mentally ill mother as opposed to a mentally...
Is your mama is more important than your dad?
It's because your mother's more involved regardless. Your mother's always going to be more involved.
Not always.
Not always, but on average. On average, though. But like...
I mean, no shade. I'm
just saying, on average, when you've got a two-parent family that you come home to on a regular basis, your mother's the one that's giving you the inquisition on a daily basis, not your father. So if somebody's going to be fucking you up, look, I'm talking base statistics. This was much more my life. I had a mother and a father. My mother would be home more often than my father was. So my mother would be giving me the inquisition more than my father was, and my father was sent in as a reinforcement. But that's a more balanced, naturalized, old school way. Right.
That's what you got to talk about.
It's to a great degree, sure.
Yeah.
But like,
I think it's because like when women, like to Andrew's point, like till you need to get your ass whipped. Fathers are like that masculine energy is supposed to be the disciplinarian and the authoritative person. So when moms have to raise kids by themselves and we have to assume that position, it comes across. We're not as good at that naturally as y'all are. Y'all can just get a deep voice, put some bass in your voice, and like scare the shit. Put some bass in your voice. Scare a motherfucking kid. But like a woman tries to do that shit, and we just sound like screaming banshees, which makes us like less effective, in discipline and authoritative decisions.
But it's
And more
because you got
detrimental to the mental health of your
It's-
children.
Well,
because
and
the emotion that you
we don't
bring
have
with
the,
it.
Exactly. We don't have the deep voice, so we can't rely on that. We rely on like name calling or shaming or
Right.
guilt tripping,
You mentally,
which is a different
mentally
tactic.
harm the child more
Right.
because you're compensating for not being a man.
I don't know, man. I guess I just am offended that like kids raised by single mamas aren't as successful as raised by their daddies or
Yeah.
just their parents.
Because
Well, but
see, but
you-
I also
do you-
think it's the mindset of where you get women to hit this point where they're like, I'm independent, I can do this shit, I don't need
They're
no
hyper
man type shit.
independent, yes.
And that shit right there
You've
fucks up because now
glorified,
you look.
you've glorified
You made yourself
single
a
mother.
martyr.
You know,
Yeah,
you've glorified
because
single
now
motherhood as a culture.
A kid can
Oh,
see
yeah.
that shit and be like,
I know
alright.
women all day,
And
every day.
So women think that just because they're a single mother, somehow they're elevated in whatever they're doing. It makes it more right just because they're a single mother. So they're still not
Yeah.
self-reflective enough to go, well, I've got 3 children and they're all 3 in jail or what. You know what I mean? Like there's no like, let me see, the first one's fucked up. I got the second one a little better. The third one's even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no like self-preservation or reflection and like let me figure out how to do this better. It's always like patting myself on the back. I'm a single mother. Woohoo! You know what I mean?
Not always.
Nothing is always.
Nah, but it's just that scene that you set up for a child to see that shit. It's like, okay, so you have a boy and you're doing that shit, and this boy's like, well, fuck, my mama said men ain't shit, this ain't shit. That's a reflection back on this little motherfucker. Like, well, what the fuck am I then?
Right.
Right.
You know
Or
what I
like,
mean?
I'm going to teach you this because your daddy ain't
'Cause you-
around.
exactly.
So it's like, well, half of you doesn't matter.
And then
It's basically what
fucking
children
say you
hear
have a
as.
daughter, and the daughter hears your mama saying this shit like, "Oh, men ain't shit." She gonna go out and find these men that ain't shit.
No, but you know what also it is? You know how you talk about women when they have a conversation, they want to speak to you, they want to give you the whole 5-course meal of the
Yeah.
conversation. Remember?
Yeah.
And I
Instead
said
of
to you,
eating potatoes.
I said to you,
I did it
look,
to Andrew on Thursday
I
night,
said,
yeah.
look,
That was
you
a
got
good
to
song.
do. You got to do the old school. I got 500 minutes this month, so when you call me, I need to figure out what you're talking about in 59 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So, because that was the goal back in the day when we had minutes on our phones.
Get to the
Remember?
point.
I want
When
to
the
hang
time
this
fuck
phone
around.
up by
Yep.
59 seconds.
Yes.
Worst case scenario, 1:59.
Yes.
I don't want to use more than a minute or
Yep.
2. So that's the way you
Yes.
need to consider speaking to everyone about everything, unless it's like
There's an entire culture about
this
this now.
sort of
like,
thing. Like, get to the point, only
Yeah.
say the thing that matters, and then we will process all that. Then we can be friends after we've processed our business here. And all of these interactions between a parent and a child need to be like, there's the
Concise.
base business interaction. What are you doing? Is that okay or not?
Right, because children are not emotionally in depth enough or like
They don't have the
grown
emotional
enough.
intelligence.
They don't have the emotional
Most
intelligence
people don't
to
even
deal
have
with.
that though.
So, but that's
They
part of
really
why.
don't,
That's part of
yeah.
why you got to hit the points with them. Like, what are you doing? Who are you? Where are you going?
I'm actually reading a book right
Blah,
now
blah, blah.
called Smart Brevity because my boss gave it to me.
There you go.
No, this is the shameful thing. That
I
I was gonna say, I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, it's a good thing because it gave it to all the managers right on the
Yeah.
team. So it wasn't just me being singled out.
Yeah.
But I'm the only one that he consistently makes jokes about. He's like, "Oh, did everyone see Lisa's email? Lisa, have you read the book yet?" Because Smart Brevity is all about like bullet points and using your word. Like it's
Use your words wisely.
Yeah.
Well, it's the exact same thing you were thinking about. You only have a certain
X amount
amount
of
of
time.
minutes to
So,
make a point.
get to the point, here it
27
is.
seconds. That's how long somebody actually reads a fucking email at
Yeah.
work. 27 seconds. Like,
That to me even seems too long. Like,
yeah,
fuck,
20,
I'm
27
scared.
seconds? I don't know. I've been reading all my emails that I've been writing, and I read really fast. So I'm like, okay, that was like 35 seconds. They can deal with this.
Nah.
But then I
Yeah,
have,
she
but
said-
then I have team meetings, and I'm like, do y'all remember what I said in that email? And everybody
Nah.
just glazes the fuck over, and I'm like, damn, I'm still not doing it
You
right.
got to condense more.
Yeah.
You need to cook it down more.
Yeah.
But it feels so.
You don't feel like you're getting the point across.
But the more awkward it feels, probably the better it is.
Yeah.
Probably.
That might need to be your gauge. Be like,
Yeah.
okay, this
Yeah.
message feels awkward to me.
Well,
and people are going to be like,
honestly,
thank you for your clear and
I
concise
think it
message.
really could be. It could be like chopped down to what you were saying. Like, think and write like a man. Like a man. Because
Yeah.
I get these emails from men, and it's like, It takes
the
me
point.
5 seconds to figure out what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
It takes me another 20 seconds to get it back to them. You know, like it's very.
Man,
it's
boy,
just
that
different.
sounds so inefficient.
But then I hear like I get emails from other female leaders that are like, this is why this has been like this, but this is the problem now that we're encountering, and
Yeah,
this is the
because,
reason
see,
that we're
they
changing
need to
it.
tell you the
Can
whole
we get the
thing.
buy-in? Yeah, it's like a
Instead
whole
of like,
fucking
all right, here's the
history
problem.
lesson.
I don't need to know all of that.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you want to work the new buy-in at a better rate. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
But is this just another case of women conforming to a man's world, or is this just like because y'all refuse to read past 27
no,
seconds?
this is you genderizing everything, and
You're
it's
right.
not
It's probably just
necessarily.
a cultural
It's
thing
not
now.
necessarily you genderizing everything, but things have been genderized
Yeah.
so much that people want to like always look for the reason to have a conflict about their gender.
Yeah.
Well, they
or the
want to label
genderization of
everything
something.
based on the gender of the person
Exactly,
giving the
because
message.
like
Yeah.
I don't think that it's necessarily writing like a man.
shit.
I think it's like literally writing only the point,
see they got the
nothing
range?
else. And to me, that's not writing like a man. That's writing like a person that just wants to get it done.
Like a professional.
I just
Yeah.
want to get this. This is what I want to get done. How can we get it done?
This how fast
it's
you
been
do the day.
eye-opening. It's been eye-opening. Anybody in fucking business needs to read that book because it seriously like knocked me on my ass. Like I'm writing my mid-year self-evaluation right now. And I usually go over the top to
Yeah.
evoke an emotional feeling from my boss, right? That like if I could get
That's
him
not there.
to feel my struggle
Nah.
and know how hard I've worked,
That
right?
has nothing to do
and
with
that
it.
will be my worth, which will be my raise,
Nah.
right? But like, nah, like I think this man really is just like sick of my words, and like if I just did bullet points, that was
Yeah.
like did this,
That's all
knocked
it needs.
this out of the park.
Give me the meat and potatoes, and I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah,
It's
I
all-
accomplished X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
I
Here's
request
this.
Y, Q, and P.
And then
is there
going
anything else
forward-
you need from me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Bam.
and here's what my goals are.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
To me, it feels like dumbing it down, though.
That's
That's what it
absolutely
is.
what it is. Give me
Yeah.
only what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People-
like,
because-
a business 101 is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
yeah, because the amount
That
of
was one of the quotes that Andrew was going to put on his fucking page yesterday. Common sense quotes. Yep. Common sense quote of the day is what it's called on Facebook.
There you go. Go look it up,
that
people.
was before I was on 66. So
Before you was on 66.
yeah, because then my quote turned to left lane is for passing.
No shit.
Move out the fucking way.
Them motherfuckers.
Because I was the
man.
asshole when this fucking hand crap motherfucker don't cut me off doing 80 in the left lane. Felt like he was doing 40 was a good option, you know what I mean? So when I laid on the horn until the motherfucker got the fuck out of my way,
The entire, like,
the
for
entire
30
time,
seconds.
because I was saving
Yeah.
I want to let him know I
I'm
saved
on
his
your
life.
ass.
I just want to let him know I saved his life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can I
Because
tell y'all-
I could have ran into him.
Could have been worse.
Well, I could have pit him. I would have pitted him. I would have had to pit him so it looked like he came into my
What's the
lane.
drama
Right?
about
You know what I'm
twisting out
saying?
the legs?
Yeah. So I would have had to pit him.
Student driver.
Yeah, that's
So
what she's
that's
worried
good.
They
about.
all say that. It's the
They all
lie.
say
It's a lie
that.
these
Yeah.
days.
This
You know what?
motherfucker-
You know what sticker I want to make? Experienced driver, back the fuck up. That's the sticker I want to
Yeah.
make.
That's what I got here. That's what I hear about this fucking sign. Yeah, about this bumper
Nobody
sticker.
called you an asshole. It's nice that you are.
You got upset because you're like,
self-reflective
he's a
enough to
piece
think
of
you're coming across
He's
as
not
an
a
asshole.
student driver.
No,
It's a
he's
student
not.
driver,
Driver, man, take it
Absolutely
easy.
not.
And I'm like, that bitch was like 47. If
You
that
cannot
motherfucker's
believe
student
those
driving
stickers.
at 47, then happy for him. Then get out of the fucking way if you're a student driver. You're
Yeah.
a student driver.
You're not
you
supposed
shouldn't
to be
even be in
over
that
there.
lane.
Shouldn't be
Get out
over
the
there.
fucking, stay in
Not
the
at
right.
all.
Stay in the right. Keep
Yep.
your hands, because you're going to be two-handing it. 3
He's
inches from the
absolutely
steering wheel,
correct.
ready to die. You know what I mean? So
He's
you might as well take your
absolutely
seatbelt off
correct.
because the goddamn airbag was going to kill you, motherfucker, when it cut your fucking head off since you're so goddamn close, but any fucking way.
I agree
You know
with
what I
you
mean?
on this one.
He went off. He
You know
went
what I mean?
off.
But get out of the goddamn lane. Stay on the right. Just mind your business over there on the
The
right.
only thing
Mind your
that
business.
the only thing that I made you feel like an asshole about, and it was so brief, it was like a 5-second reaction that I had when you slammed on your brakes and my bag fell over from the back seat and all my shit fell out.
That wasn't my fault either.
No, yeah, that's absolutely your
I
fault.
was on 395. Traffic, bro.
Look, first off, you should have put your bag on the floor. First off, you should have put your bag on the floor.
I would if it was
But-
a semi room for if there was any room at all on the floor of his car.
Doesn't count. You can't
I tried
count.
to explain
You
to
can't
him.
count 395 like heading over there to Woodrow
Nah,
yesterday.
nah.
This
And
man,
like
look.
at
So how full of
1
shit
o'clock.
was your
No,
car?
this man
Everything
thinks.
probably
This
is.
man thinks because it has been so much worse that like the amount of trash that's in there yesterday, I said something. I was like, I kind of like jokingly like
floor ain't
stomped.
that bad.
I stomped
It
some
probably
shit
is.
out, right? Like to make room
Guarantee
for
it
my
is.
feet, and I like moved some stuff, and I was kind of huffing and puffing while I did it.
Yeah.
And he said, "What's the problem?" And I said, "This is a bit much, man. Like it would just be nice if I could get in your fucking car and I did get hit by a Gatorade bottle or like have to stomp down
Nah,
five
you went off.
receipts
Nah,
and,
you
like,
went off when you put your damn 5-hour energy down there in the weed area, and I picked it up and just
And you threw it
lightly,
in-
it just
you threw
calmly
it in trash.
tossed it over there at the floorboard where the fucking trash goes when we ride. You know what I'm saying?
So then she would have to dig through the trash to find a 5-hour energy
Yeah,
drink.
I already
it was
drank
empty.
it.
Oh,
She
it's
drank it. It was
already
I
empty.
drank it, but
So
to
instead of
not
doing
put it
this-
in the floorboard, I put it in
Lisa,
the little console.
we're in
Oh,
Rome.
takes it.
Do as the Romans.
All in the way to weed and everything. So now when I'm going 80, you know, now I gotta fumble through shit, you know what I mean? Instead of just being able to be
It's
like,
the only
this is
thing
the
in your
process.
console.
This is the process. You gotta have the reefer close. So you
So
can
my
just be
feet
like,
should have to
bam.
fumble through your trash.
There's nothing over there but the license plate for the moped and
Can't
fucking.
even see the ground of the fucking
Nah,
floorboard.
there's just receipts over there, whatever.
It's
Some
too
paper.
much. It takes 5 seconds to carry shit in from your car to your house and drop it off in the
Or
trash.
look, I tell fucking Dr. Bowden when she's at the gas station, you go to the gas station.
Empty it out while you standing there pumping gas, boo.
I did the last time. I just threw a bag away and I had that motherfucker.
I usually have you get the Safeway bags, man. Carry the Safeway bag, one of them, and that's your trash bag. Get to the gas station, throw it away.
So this reminds me, it's Father's Day, y'all, right?
Yeah,
So
man.
happy fucking Father's Day to you
All right,
guys.
thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
I decided to make you two you know how like when kids were really little and they would be like, their teacher would make them do like a Mother's Day or a Father's Day activity, and they would have to like write their mama's names and then a word that like stands for each one of their letters of their names.
yeah.
Okay, so I made one for Andrew, and it's ANDREW. All right. Always needlessly driving reckless every week. That's Andrew. Yours is
That sounds about right. Yeah, that works.
yours is Mike, M-I-K-E. Man, I know everything.
Thank you. I do. I appreciate that. 'Cause that's true.
I made one for Mason, even though he's not a daddy. I made one for Mason. So M-A-S-O-N, masterfully astute, serving offensive nonsense.
Yeah, that works.
That's pretty good, right?
That is good. That is good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I fucks with it.
I'll just drive, man. I don't know. It's not. Technically, it is reckless by the law because it's over 15 over. But I'm looking. It's different. When I'm driving, I'm looking ahead. Like I'm already a mile up.
You're already a mile
I'm
up.
a mile
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Like when I'm covering 66, when I'm hitting fucking 7100, all right, I'm already at the Centerville first exit ramp.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? My eyes is already at there, so I already know
Where you
I need to
gotta
get
go
in
at.
lane 1.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna fuck I'm in lane 3. I'm gonna put my signal on. You know, fuck giving the 10-second or whatever allowance you need once you reposition yourself in the lane. I don't need to position myself in the lane I'm not gonna be in, bro. Let me get up the fuck up out the way, and I'd be up and out the way if the motherfuckers that wanted to do 54 wasn't over here in the left lane, just doing 54 high mile. I'm driving, look, I'm 74 and I'm driving high.
I was thinking
You know
about
what I
that shit
mean?
last fucking week.
You get run over.
Going to work, I'm like, when the fuck did the right lane become the passing lane? Like, I'm looking at a wide open road in the
Be
right
thankful
lane.
it's legal.
It is the law, though. It is now a law in Virginia, I believe, that
The left lane
the
is
left
right.
lane
It's always
is
been
not for fucking riding. So
It's
you're
always
technically,
been
I never heard of anybody getting pulled over. for that.
they're not gonna pull you over for that, but it's definitely a law.
It's been a law.
It's been a
Oh,
law.
I see it, and they're like
There's a cop on Instagram that does
Yeah.
it. He pulls people over in the left lane.
They really do it
driving
down
super
slow.
south. They really do it down in like Florida and like
Georgia.
Georgia, where
Tennessee.
motherfuckers be doing like 80 and like
Yeah.
90, just be riding. You know what I mean? They be like, get the fuck out the way. You're gonna get run the fuck over. Like,
You're gonna cause a wreck.
yeah, like North
Massive
Carolina,
wreck.
like
not just you.
There's been a couple times where I remember the one time I was just riding. I was probably doing about 85, 86, just scooting. I was the only motherfucker around, you know what I mean? Just minding my business, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden I look, it was one of them tribes going to Florida, you know what I mean? So it was first thing in the morning, you know what I mean? I was just riding, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Only person out there at that point in time, I'm in the left lane cruising, like I said, about 83 at least, fucking 85 probably, really. Not to 90, because I I don't really get reckless early in the morning like that, you know what I mean? I need
Too
some kind of,
reckless, not
yeah,
too
too reckless, you know what I mean? But 80 to 85 when like 5 to 7 in the morning way out there, I think you're alright, you know what I mean? Like,
Kind of good.
I mean,
you're the only
I
motherfucker out
try
there.
to stay under 80 unless there's truly nothing out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just stayed 80. But if there ain't shit around, and I'm definitely been the only motherfucker on the road, except for maybe one trucker who knows it's early in the morning, he's staying in the right lane. I'm gonna get it a little bit, especially way down there. You know what I mean? But it wasn't this motherfucker come up on my ass fucking hot. Next thing I look up police right on my ass, man. Like probably like 5 inches. I'm like, oh yeah. You know what I mean? So I did the usual. Put the bowl over there in the fucking console.
Set a piece of paper on
Got
fire.
over. I didn't even have time for that, right? I got over. I made eye contact with this motherfucker in the rear. That's how close this motherfucker was, right? I was like, skirt. And he fucking, whoa. And I was like, whoo, boy.
Yeah.
But I was tripping, man. And I was like, I was definitely got. You know
I
what I
try
mean?
to see them coming and get out of the
Yeah,
way.
but he was cruising. Because I was doing like, I said 80 something. He come up on me like, I
He
went
was already
shit.
doing 100.
Yeah.
You drive real recklessly, right? So you don't get that many speeding tickets, as far as I know. He may be before my time. In the
Oh,
last
you have
Nah,
no
he did.
idea.
So he didn't or did?
Oh,
I would get, when I would get his ticket, I would get it either for speeding or
Did they ever
dead
search
inspection.
your car?
I've been searched a couple times, yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
they couldn't
dirty,
let
was
go.
how dirty was your car when they all wanted to
See,
search?
that's the thing.
I feel like they might not want to search it if
tax.
it's dirty as fuck.
I've only had one cat.
Maybe.
I've only had one cat that's fuck with me about that. If I got weed on me, I'll bring him right to the table. He's like, I'll hit him up with, I'm like, license, registration. I'm like,
Marijuana.
bowl, lighter, grinder.
No, you don't.
Right here. And he's
Wait.
like, let me, what? And I'm like, bowl, lighter,
What if he didn't
grinder,
ask for that?
marijuana,
He ain't
right
he ain't-
here.
He's giving it up.
This
He's
is
saying,
Virginia.
This
I'm
is
telling
Virginia.
him,
It's
this is
legal.
what I got.
This is where I got my weed.
This
That's
is
the
where I'm
only thing
hiding
I
shit.
got.
If I got a gun, I would be like, gun right here. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? So I tell them everything right here. And then I'll open up the junk. See what I'm saying? Bowl, lighter, grinder. Next question. You know what I mean?
Nowadays, but
Well, I
like
smell
back in the
weed.
day.
Yeah, it's
Back
good.
in the
I
day.
smell good weed. You know what I mean? Like,
Back in the day, it was a
Back in
different
the day, it was
time.
different time.
yeah, different time back in the day. Now it's, you know what I mean? It really don't matter what state
The
you're at.
man's tactics have changed due to the laws of the land.
I would assume so.
But it was only one time that the state boy wanted to search my shit. Young cat. He thought I was bringing weed over from DC because I was like, I'm leaving work. Where work at? I'm like, Air and Space Museum, whatever. He's like, what do you do? It's electrical. What is that? I'm like, what kind of work is that? Electrical,
Yeah,
motherfucker. Turn the fucking lights on, man. What the fuck you talking about? And he's like, where you say you coming from? I'm like, bitch. You see my hard hat in my dirty
Were
ass
you
vest? You
stoned?
smell my fucking
Were you
ass?
stoned off your ass?
No, not at that point in time.
Okay, good.
I wasn't no too crazy, you know what I mean? Cause
So he wasn't questioning you because you were high.
no, he smelled the weed I was hitting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause I was hitting the bowl going down the road. You know what I mean?
So yeah, he was hot.
We've gotten pulled over. Me and him gotten pulled over. We went to South Carolina, got pulled over right after he hit the bowl. After he said, man, this area right here where the cops be at.
And then he hit the ball and they got pulled over.
Yeah.
What was that?
Right at 90.
That was Hopewell. Though. That wasn't my fault.
They can't smell
That was
nothing.
my fault. I should have known better. You know what I mean?
They can't smell none of
Said
that
it.
hope well.
And fucking by that time, I'm already drunk. I'm like, fuck, I ain't got to drive.
But I was doing. What was I doing? 82.
Yeah.
Not really fucking hauling, but it was in traffic. We was riding. You know what I mean? We was all doing it. He just picked me because Mike was black, I think.
DC tags.
Never mind.
That's why.
That too. And Mike was black. And he knew what I was.
We was in a black fucking Maxima that had fucking DC tags. As soon as I pulled up, I said, bro, we're getting pulled over today. He said, why you say
Maxima
that?
is a black Maxima.
I said, black Maxima with DC tags, bro, tinted windows. Yeah, we definitely getting pulled over. At some point, we're getting pulled over here.
The worst part about it is I was wazing.
Yeah.
And it didn't warn you?
He was there because a cop at one point in time looked at the dash, looked up at my phone that I had thrown up there with the waze on there. You know what I mean? I'm sure he saw police ahead or police like
Well, he
right
told
on the
us
joint.
that because after we got pulled over, we're smoking cigarettes and shit, but the bottle is in the back of the floor rolling around.
Oh, shit.
Because I didn't get a chance to tuck it.
Oh my god.
And fucking the cop looks back there. I know he saw the fucking bottle, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And fucking the shit smelled just like me because he literally just hit it. And he was like, what are y'all doing? Like, man, you was like, we're going to see my brother down South Carolina. He was like, all right. He said, why y'all smoking in a rental? And I was like, look, man, we were going to smoke. I said, we were going to smoke take a smoke break at the next exit. We were gonna take a piss, but since you pulled us over, I figured we might be getting a ticket. We might as well smoke now and then keep on getting. He was like, fair enough. He said, look, I'm just let y'all know, be easy, be safe. There's another one of us right down the road right here. Just let y'all know.
That was nice.
And then fucking drove off. I'm like, only this motherfucker though. It only happens in this
That's
something.
probably about the only time that's ever happened.
That's good. That was your lucky day.
He's had plenty lucky days like that.
I know.
I'm like, that's what I
He
said.
has luck.
His guardian
There is
angel.
luck. As much money as he loses on gambling.
I got lucky.
Oh, wait now. He's not losing money on gambling. Shut the fuck up with that. He is not losing a lot of money on gambling. The motherfucker's losing like $3 every 2 weeks on gambling.
It's how much it negatively affects him that's a lot.
I've been kind of over it lately. Like I've been.
Over what? Gambling?
Yeah, I've been still doing it, but it's like now it's
Because you don't have nothing
limited
excited
effort.
about it.
Well, I'm getting upset now because like I'm doing like I went 9 for 10 the other day. You know what I mean? And like
still didn't win money.
no, you lose. You know what I'm saying? Because like I went on that basketball game, right? I needed like 8 assists. The mother got 7 on my 9-leg parlay. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you
How about doing
motherfucker.
5-leg parlay?
Well, they don't pay out. The other one didn't pay out much. You know what I mean? It's still only about plus 100, plus 200. You know what I mean? That's really. That's not much time me investing. Me investing on 8 things that happen to get, you know what I mean, like $5 back. You know
Now
what I
I'm
mean?
saying, how much would you have won?
Those bets, I don't remember. I think $12 on
I
that
made
joint.
$12,
My
man.
bigger bet was the no home run joint. I like doing that, no home run in the whole game. Those are good odds, you know what I mean? But that's
Until you bet on 3 no home runs
Yeah.
in a row and you lose money.
yeah, well,
Like you did literally the other day.
but it was only a dollar.
Yeah, you're not really losing
38.
money.
It doesn't matter if it's a
2.69
dollar
bets.
or
We-
if
we
it's
already know that.
$100.
That's right. That's right.
2.69
The effect
bets.
is the same.
That's right. That's right.
No, I was affected a lot less. I didn't give a
Look
fuck
at, look
about
at,
it. Yesterday,
listen to me though. Listen to me. Think
I
about it
had
like
to
this.
ask you what's wrong, like twice before you told me, man, I put some money on some fucking home run games. God damn.
where was we at?
We were laying together.
When?
This was Thursday night when this happened, and I thought I was like spilling my guts because, like, you know, like the first night that I see Andrew, that I haven't seen him for an extended amount of time.
Yeah.
God damn.
I
You
feel
gotta
like
catch him up on shit.
I
Yeah.
catch him up on that shit. And well, I honestly, I had a really crazy couple of days at work where
Yeah.
I really needed to like talk about it with another adult.
You need to let it out. Yeah.
So I was just yapping, and I like at the end, like in briefly between my pauses or whatever, he's like getting all pissy, and he's sighing, and he's like looking at his phone.
It was a lot of talking, man. It was like
So
it
I
was
thought he was mad
an hour
at me.
40 straight.
So was it me? I thought it was the gambling that made you upset. So I asked him, I said, what's wrong? Like 3 times. You just told on your motherfucking self.
I mean, I
See,
was
this is why we don't like talking.
All I said, you said talking. I said, yeah, it was for about an hour and 40. I mean, of talking.
She had about an hour and 40 minutes to get up off
Yeah, it was
her
a little
chest.
bit
I
talking.
was just about to say, I thought he was irritated at my talking, but it was really just the gambling. But now I know the
No,
truth.
I wasn't.
Apparently it was the talking.
I was irritated. I don't believe that.
You don't believe it. What don't you believe?
I don't
Andrew,
remember that.
you're
I
irritated
don't,
like 90% of the time.
I don't know. I don't remember that
That's what
night.
fucking
I kind
says
of remember that
about
night a
me.
little bit, but I don't remember that.
You're an irritable kind of guy. I mean,
Well, yeah, a lot of shit do piss me off, but
yeah, that's why you
said
go like
shit
I
about
was.
me.
That's why you go in yelling rants of the podcast.
I wasn't irritated about you yapping. I'd have told you shut the hell up if you're pissing me off yapping.
Yeah.
That would have been the wrong decision.
Well, I know that,
Well,
but you know what I mean. I don't make
Well,
right decisions. You know what I mean.
That's
But
how
that
you
is,
know it wasn't that big a deal. Whatever she was yapping
you
about.
know, but it's an accurate decision. That's
He'd have been like,
what-
"Can you shut your
I did
yap?"
something earlier today, like I did something, I don't know what it was, I did something, and I like overly apologized. I was like, sorry, like my bad. And he's like, what do you think, I'm gonna fucking yell at you? And I was like, yeah. Like, like it's not like 100% your fault. Like I have a long list of men that have made me feel like I'm gonna get yelled at for stupid shit. But like, yeah.
Well, I think the only real advice I can give you on any of that is just keep it short and sweet with what you're trying to get
Keep it simple, stupid.
Bullet points,
accomplish as
yeah.
far as your have bullet points for the things that matter, and then when you want to have long drawn out hour 40 minutes.
I already anticipate a long conversation the first night I see you, girl. That's what we do. We talk for hours, and I gotta go to bed usually.
You start that at 9:30 though.
It's late.
And it
That's
doesn't.
late for it, yeah.
It's hard for a pimp out here, man.
9:30?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm staying outside. This week I've been staying out in the sun. It was what, 90
You don't get up at
degrees?
4 o'clock in the morning anymore.
No, not anymore. I get up at 5:50 now.
Oh my god, that's so
Wow.
nice.
Nearly 6
Fuck.
o'clock.
It's a lot nicer.
Shit, it's still, but that heat though.
The heat,
like, that's
the
same
heat
thing I
killed me
was telling
last week.
Sarah.
That joint, it was.
Like I get home and Sarah's like, "You in the mood?" I'm fucking beat. Like I've been out in this heat all fucking day.
Let me wash myself.
You get to work in the office and you come out and you experience.
I mean, it'd be
No,
different.
no,
It'd be
no.
different if I could wear shorts. Like
Sometimes.
wearing pants is fucking brutal out there. You know what I mean? And
Sometimes though, working in an office, mental exhaustion.
Yeah, mental is-
It's
yeah.
two different exhaustions.
Yeah,
we're
mental
talking
fatigue
about,
is
yeah.
real.
It can be
But-
just as detrimental
Oh,
as
yeah.
physical. So
Not in you're not gonna have heat stroke in your air conditioned
Yeah.
office. Did
When
you
you're
like
out there-
literally
Yeah,
but you can have a mental
y'all
breakdown.
aren't gonna have a motherfucking panic attack doing something in the heat.
That's
right?
not true.
Not necessarily.
There's
Not
shit there.
necessarily.
They wear hard hats for a reason.
You could be up there.
They
You
might get
you
their
could
fucking
be.
noggin squished.
You could be
for
not
caring.
afraid of heights, but you could be up there in a goddamn machine,
That's true.
65 foot up in the air, trying to put a light up.
With sweaty hands and sweaty
trying
face.
sweaty hands and moving,
Well, have
like
you-
not staying still
have
and
you
trying to
ever-
question your life for a minute. That could very well happen.
Fuck that noise.
Has happened.
Ah.
Before, like I said.
You're the guy at the top of a ladder changing a light bulb?
No, that one time when I was working at Dulles Airport in one of the hangars, and I was on a boom lift at the top of the door,
Dude, you had that shit all the way extended.
working at some shit. I remember taking a
And them
picture
boom
down,
lifts?
bro, and I'm like,
Fuck.
what the
That
fuck,
boom
man?
lifts is scary, man. 'cause
It
them
was the first
motherfuckers-
time I was like,
all the way
that's when I
extended.
started trying to question, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? You know what I mean?
That's
Because
what I
prior to
said.
that, I was always climbing shit. You can get fucked with that. I'll climb that
that's a
tree. I'll
little
get on up there. I don't give a
different.
fuck. But I was, that point in time when I was looking down, like, I was probably, I mean, the hangar door, I probably maybe 50
I mean, the breeze could have blown you over.
50 feet in the air. Well, I was the machine was inside. I was just out there, like
Was the
we were
door
on the
open?
inside. The door was open, but I was over there in the corner. You know
I remember
what I mean?
questioning
I couldn't
my
have got
shit.
blown over like that, but I mean, it's still trying to work 50 some odd feet in the fucking
When
air.
I was on
It's
that
like,
roof of that 45 pitch, man, all the way up there in this rich bitch's house, like, man, what the fuck am I doing up here? Like,
yeah, but when you're
I ain't
outside,
got no
it's different
harness
because
or
you're
nothing.
always moving. There's always wind, no matter what height you are. There's always wind, and whatever you move, they move, it move.
man, that boom lift ain't no
When I
different.
move,
Fuck
you
them.
move.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
boom lift, because you think you got that shit'll tip over on you. Fuck
yeah,
that.
that should be yeah.
Okay, that is a different level of stress I have not experienced. Actually, no, I have in retail. Being on top of ladders, changing those fucking fluorescent light bulbs.
Yeah, but
it
you
makes
weren't
me-
Yeah, but
50
you're
feet
not.
up. You were maybe 15.
Yeah, up there.
Maybe 20.
I don't know, man.
50?
Spotsy Mall, Spotsylvania Town Center had some high ass fucking.
Girl, 50 feet is way to fuck up.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's up there. Yeah.
It's like,
Like
call it
two
4
of
or
these
5,
houses?
4 to 5 stories.
Like two of these houses.
How
it's
about
like
how about like this is
This is 10.
probably 10.
Oh
so
shit! Never
Yeah.
mind. Never the fuck mind.
Yeah.
Like, that-
This
yeah.
could be 12,
Holy
but
shit!
it's at
I
least
had
10.
panic attacks on top of a ladder. Maybe 20 feet.
yeah,
I
that's
was being
Yeah.
a crybaby
Right.
about that shit. I
Double
can't
that up
imagine.
and then add this ceiling to
No,
it.
And throw some wood on that bitch.
I would throw up. I would
Yeah,
have
add some
to-
wind. Put you up there with a sweaty face and sweaty hands because it's 97 degrees on Tuesday
Yeah, no.
Should
no,
be
no,
real.
at 1 o'clock.
No, no, no.
In
no.
the
Man, that
afternoon.
shit be bacon though.
And you're sitting in
You
your
feel
fucking-
that shit. You
you're
feel
sitting in your AC
skin
level
bacon.
set up.
God, dog.
Chilling.
Friday was
Fuck,
hot.
Friday was a
Friday was
bitch.
bad. Thursday was hot, but there was a wind.
Friday
There was a
sucked,
breeze.
man.
Friday was
Fucking
just
God
like
damn
it was like you was out in the desert. You know
Fuck,
what I mean?
man.
Like,
My
it was-
balls was just fucking just sweating.
You was just, I was just
God,
made me laugh
it
so hard.
smoking.
That shit sucked being out there. Cause see, I pulled fucking old ass hoses and shit, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I was pissed Friday too, like, cause fucking, I got fucking,
Bruh, I
I
got
got
off
G-ball on
work
my
late.
paycheck, motherfuckers. So I was a little
Don't say
upset.
that.
What?
I ended up getting off work late.
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
Oh, G-ball?
Don't say
That
that.
ain't good.
Well,
That's
But then
alright.
again, I mean,
earmuffs.
Fuck it.
Earmuffs. So I got
Fuck it.
G-ball on my paycheck, by
Everything
like
at this
$10
point.
an hour at 30 hours. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
I
what
can
I'm
say it because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
1%.
Yeah, I got 1%, man. Fuck them all.
Yeah, so he's good.
Where my
Yeah.
yam cat? It's up here on the fish, man. Ain't
1%
time to
is
fuck
literally
down. Ain't
people
got time
calling
for
him a
this
Jew.
shit. You know what I mean? Bring it to the
He's
table if you
good.
want to talk about it.
But fucking yeah, man. Friday, man, I ended up working late Friday, bro. I was mad as shit. Fucking got home. The kids were already home with Sarah. I was like, man, fuck, yo. They're like, yeah, I'm fucking tired. Like, I want to go to bed. I can't even set up. I gotta go to bed. I was like, I gotta get in and get work off me. Fuck this. I gotta wash this work off. Like, I don't even want to think about work. Fuck it. Got out the shower, ate. I don't remember what we had for dinner. I think we ordered something.
Your shit's fully unappealing.
Yeah.
I think you know, there's been a lot of conversation in this episode, and none of the stuff we talked about before this episode have we gotten to.
Next episode.
Yeah, I don't
Next
remember what the
episode,
fuck we were
there's
talking
a lot
about.
of things. Lisa's got a couple of things she wanted to bring to the
The
table.
other issue is communication.
You're telling me
with
that's
construction. Yeah, well, with construction.
Because I was wondering where this was going.
I'm still talking about
Your eyes got big for a second.
I'm still talking about the work. The work joke that we was talking
Be
about.
turned on or offended. Oh my God, you think so too, babe?
I could communicate better with you, but no, my job could communicate better with
There's
you
mental issues
internally.
with motherfuckers like us. Not so much lot, but motherfucker like me. You got somebody who always don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, because you don't know Spanish.
No, because they don't know English. I believe this is America, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. You're right.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
that's a good point.
Good
That's a
point.
good point.
I don't mind the motherfucker
That's a good
over in
point.
America, but speak American. Like, I'm not going to fucking, I'm not
moving to Mexico and not learning Mexican.
Mexico
Yeah.
doesn't really count. I doubt Mexico, Mexico, they probably speak more English than they do it down
Yeah,
here.
but still, I wouldn't go
You know
do
what I
it.
mean?
I wouldn't go do it.
But
I
I'm
would know
not
it
gonna do it.
before I
I'm not
left.
gonna go to Italy and start speaking English to motherfuckers or Russia and be like, this is Mother Russia, we're the Vodka.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Speak my.
I'm not gonna go to
and
France
I'm not gonna,
and
yeah.
use my French accent.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Just be like, I would like another baguette.
But it does help out. It does help out a lot.
But you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that.
Me and Kid went to Mexico, man. Me, her, and this other chick. Me and the other girl, we knew some Spanish. So when we went to Mexico, like being able to talk to the people about shit,
Yeah.
it made that whole experience that much
I'm not
easier.
saying understand.
It's a much
I'm
better
not saying
experience.
understand
Yeah.
the full language. You know what I'm saying?
see.
But I'm like everybody.
want
I'm like in
basic
my
shit.
mind also. I'm like every motherfucker that I work with. I know I know there's at least one goddamn kid that go to school that live in your motherfucking house, and you can ask them some basic ass fucking English. Like if it's the, put, or whatever.
Give me 10
dog,
minutes a
Yeah, give me
night.
fucking 9 words in English. You know what I'm saying?
5
a fucking
nights a
day.
week.
You know what I
Get
mean?
your child to
on some
teach
basic shit, like bringing shit together.
Amazon sells a Spanish construction guide for English speakers to learn just construction
Don't need
phrases.
to.
in
Well, no,
Spanish.
because now
That's a gift for this man
No,
right
everybody
here.
cheat because everybody
He
just
would be
talks
so
on their
mad.
phone and
He'd
gets
be so
Google to
mad.
translate.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They
got
just do
that
the
app.
they just do the app with the
Is
English
that
to
what you
Spanish.
do?
That's what a lot
I
of people do.
I tell them, I break it down slowly,
Just press 1.
and I'm
There's
like,
no way he can translate shit.
and I'm like, all right, if you
He's
ain't.
identified that communication is an
Well,
issue.
that's not because they need to learn that goddamn English. Like I said, like I mean, goddamn, there ain't no other country that says push whatever for this language. I'm gonna tell you that right the fuck now. In
See,
America, it's
Lisa-
the only language you're gonna ever where you gotta make a phone call when you gotta figure out which language you want to speak.
If I was in his position, I would have learned Spanish so that I could berate people for not learning English in Spanish.
Right.
I said, look at here, I learned your language, now you gotta learn mine.
I know enough.
And I would teach enough
But I'm
Spanish
fucked up because
to do
my
that.
my Spanish I know it's all different. It's because it's whatever country
It all
Spanish I learned
depends on-
from. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I'll say some shit and these other cats don't even know what the fuck it means, bro. And I'm
Because
like,
the shit, all right, so
unless
there's
it's like a
difference.
real basic
You're-
Spanish word, you
You're
know what I
learning
mean?
like basic
'cause it's
street
a-
When
language.
I'm learning slang like a mother is what I'm learning, but I'm learning all kinds of ghetto slangs from all these countries and
Because
shit
of
is
the
what I'm
dialect,
learning.
the
Yeah,
dialect
the
is
dialect. So I'm saying this shit.
Don't
yeah.
fucking talk to like a Ecuadorian the same way that you would talk to a Mexican. Don't
Yeah.
talk to somebody from Brazil. I mean,
Even
that's a totally different language.
even the cats
Like,
that
yeah.
Well, I say all that shit because if I speak it wrong, I'm just like, hey, at least I'm trying, motherfucker. Like I don't give like just tell me how to really say it, then, motherfucker. Like if you offended by me saying fucking Nacho Libre long or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like hook a brother up, you know what I mean? At least the motherfucker ain't trying.
What do you
know what I mean?
want to be
I
called,
ain't just
then,
staring at
Nacho?
you, you know what I mean? Like I was fucking with
And
the
smiling.
Yeah, smiling. Like I was
Yeah.
fucking with I was fucking with the goddamn forklift dude the other day, man. I hit him with the major league joint, man. I hit the nose joint. He's like, what the fuck you got going on, bro? And I was like, come on, get. That means move, bro. He's like, what in the fuck? I was like, I'm just gonna hit you with third base signs and shit out here just for shits and giggles, you know, I just feel like it. I was doing that shit all day. Lunch.
I know. I got an accidental butt dial from him the other day. It was a minute and a half of him just talking shit at the job site.
I gotta listen to that.
Yeah.
No, we need to play that through a system.
Well, no, I mean, it's just funny because he's like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, he's just going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
Oh yeah.
we're gonna have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close. I'd like to thank you so much for listening. We'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Don't bogart this bitch. Tell your peoples. Keep grinding on the things you're trying to get done, because that's how things get done.
Yeah, we believe in you.
Don't forget that we love you very, very much.
Yeah, love y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go!
Je t'aime.